Are you in a relationship with a self-obsessed person who doesn't care about your feelings? Are you confused all the time because one minute he or she is sweet like a peach and other moment a complete Dracula? Are you unable to talk to others about this because no one can understand what you're going through? If yes, then keep watching. In this video, I will tell you exactly how to deal with narcissistic abuse. But before I tell you how to deal with it, let me first clarify what narcissistic abuse is, just so we are clear and on the same page, of course. So, well, what is narcissistic abuse? The simplest answer is it is receiving abuse from a narcissist. The next question obviously is, who is a narcissist? So, a narcissistic personality disorder is one of the several types of personality disorders, which is sometimes also known like a mental condition in which people have an inflated sense of their own importance, a deep need for excessive attention and admiration. They have troubled relationships and a lack of empathy for others. Narcissism is considered a problem for relationships with self and others and for maintaining a functional culture. So this person can be completely self-obsessed, they could be manipulative, and various kinds of traits which are usually found in selfish people, but this is an inflated selfish person. So two examples from famous movies that I want to tell you about. The first one is Miranda Priestley from the movie The Devil Wears Prada. If you remember how she ordered around people, used them and discarded them frequently, you can see that is basically what narcissism is. So although it is also questionable why women bosses who work hard are often shown in this negative light of narcissism, while men who are overly occupied with work are just, serious professionals. So take Leonardo's character in the Wolf of the Wall Street movie, or Mark Zuckerberg's character in The Social Network. Also John Hamm in the famous TV show Mad Men. But anyway, that's another debate. Another famously narcissistic character is Cameron Diaz's character in the movie Bad Teacher. You constantly see her being selfish, manipulative, disrespectful, and even stealing from the students, right? So now that you understand what a narcissist really is like, can you imagine being in a relationship with someone like that? Your mother could be a narcissist, your dad could be a narcissist, your brother or your sister could be a narcissist, and worst of all, your husband or your wife could be a narcissist. My God. So how do you deal with narcissistic abuse? How do you get over a narcissist? How do you get over that overwhelming feeling that you've been used, lied to, and emotionally abused by someone you loved so much? And how do you even know that you are or you were in a narcissistic relationship in the first place? Internet searches about narcissists and how to get over them have exploded over the years, because more and more people are now questioning if what they were going through in the relationship is normal or if it is something else. This is why you found this video on YouTube, right? So most of them are looking for a way out. I'm pretty sure if you're watching this video, you are looking for a way out. But what is the first step? What makes someone suspecting come out of their self-imposed despair? Well, it's not going to be easy. Someone shared this quote with me that says, "The lion is the most handsome when looking for food. What does that mean? Rumi is absolutely right for saying this, because a narcissist is as or even more dangerously charming than a hungry lion, because they're just waiting to chew you up and spit you out. Hence, it is not easy dealing with the narcissist, but with the help of this video, you just might be able to. So, step 1. Recognize the abuse. Nobody can be kinder than the narcissist while you react to life on his or her terms. Elizabeth Bowen said that. So, the first step is to know that you are being abused, because as long as you remain in the denial that what's going around you is somehow some kind of love, or that bad boy feeling that, oh, he's a bad boy, he's hot, he's sexy, those things don't last forever. No matter how sexually attractive a bad boy can be, at one point that attraction wears off, and then you need a man or a woman who can care about your feelings. I absolutely don't even get how do people even get attracted to or feel a connection towards people who don't give a shit about them. But let's just say that there are all kinds of people in this world, and for a narcissist, it is very easy to look absolutely sweet and charming and loving and caring in one moment, and then absolutely when you are in their trap, then they turn around and say, who the fuck are you? So this is what happens, and I would never judge someone for falling for a person like this. So until and unless you are in that trap, they're not going to show you their real face. They're only going to come out when you are completely in love with them, when you are in their trap. So the first step for you is to recognize that you can't live in denial anymore. This is not love. This is not some kind of movie that's going on where one day he's gonna leave his toxic habits and he's gonna come out after you. That's not gonna happen. This is real life. And in real life, this doesn't happen unless there is a lot of deliberate effort being put into changing the behavior. But the fact about life is people don't change. So the first step for you is to recognize the abuse. Now, what is the second step? Setting boundaries if you absolutely can't disconnect. So my go-to move would be, if someone is being that shitty around me, I would disconnect with them. And if you absolutely cannot disconnect, which is like, for example, your mother or your father or one of your brothers or your sisters is a narcissist, and you cannot actually divorce your mother or divorce your sibling, then what do you do? Well, then you set boundaries. You set healthy boundaries. You see, narcissists have poor self-esteem, but they are typically successful. They feel entitled and they're self-important. They crave admiration and lack empathy. So if you're hoping for them to understand you, that's not going to happen. They're also exploitative and envious. The malignant types never forget a slight thing. They would always take revenge. They may kill you 10 years later for cutting them off in a traffic. That's how nuts they are. But they act perfectly normal while plotting their revenge. So a narcissist is not someone you would want to deal with in your everyday life, because you never know their limitations, how far they can go in order to plot that revenge, right? So the best thing is to stay disconnected. But if you really have to see them, they are your family, then better set boundaries. Tell them, this is how much I can take you, and this is how many phone calls I can receive, or this is how many visits I can pay you, but I don't want to meet more than that. And the minute they start crossing the line, you hold them right over there and say, you know what, I can't deal with this, because this is not my crap to deal with. So deal with it yourself. I am out. Until and unless you have that boundary with them, they are always going to find some way to bring their drama into your life, and they'll drag you down with all that shit. So if you are being abused like this, you have the right to set a boundary. Until you do that, nothing is going to change your life. Step 3, stand up for yourself. So this is an extension of the second part, which means whoever that might be, if it is your spouse or you're in a relationship, you can ask for a divorce and you can say, you know what, I don't want to be in this relationship with you anymore. And if you are dealing with the narcissist who is one of your blood relatives or your family members, then you can still stand up for yourself. And until and unless you do take your own side and know what your rights are, know how entitled you are to feel the way that you're feeling, nobody else is gonna give a crap about this. So a relationship with a narcissist, in a nutshell, is like you will go from being the perfect love of their life to nothing you ever do is good enough. You will give your everything and they will take it all and give you less and less in return. You will end up depleted emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and probably financially. And then you'll also get blamed for it. This is what narcissists do. This is how they play their games. So if you're not standing up for yourself, if you're not setting the boundaries, if you're not saying enough is enough, I don't want to take this crap from you anymore, if you're not doing this, then I really doubt anybody else will fight your battle for you, because you are the only one you got. You can watch my videos all you want, but I can only tell you the information that I know. I cannot face your battle for you. That I think you pretty well know that for yourself also, right? So learn to stand up for yourself, right? I want to end this video by telling you that narcissists will destroy your life, erode your self-esteem, and do it with such stealth as to make you feel that you are the one that's letting them down. They will put all the blame on you, and you will end up apologizing and thinking that, oh my God, why did I do this? Why did I do that? While they would be out there preparing to hang you. I mean, metaphorically. So this was it for how to deal with narcissistic abuse in the briefest, shortest way possible I could tell you in a YouTube video. To learn more about abuse, you can watch one of the hundreds of videos on my channel. Look after yourself and drop a comment if you have any personal question that you want me to answer.